if we keep making things taboo, if we keep labeling, excuse the room, this is not my house, it doesn't even matter, that's not why you're here, I don't care. If we keep making things taboo, like I've tried to record this video a few times, and I ended up not posting it or deleting it, like not even rewatching, because I'm like, I'm not saying what I want to say. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, if we keep making certain things taboo, guys, no one is gonna fucking change. No, I'm losing my shit. Like, no one, like, can we address the elephant in the room? No one's gonna fucking change if we keep making things taboo. What do I mean by this? For example, if you have been, no, what the fuck am I gonna say? If you have cheated or been cheated on, if you had lied to someone or been lied to, if you have stolen something, if you have, I won't go as far as to say kill someone. I'm not experienced in that department. And this is not things I'm just listing off that I've necessarily done or have done. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Guess, I don't know. Like, I feel so freeing to just say it, actually. I don't even think I'm saying anything crazy. Why are we making things taboo? I think it's censorship. Like, sorry. Like, why do we need to make things taboo? This is the human experience. We have to experience things in order to know if we should keep doing them or never do them again. Or if we keep doing them, why do we keep doing them? Why don't people ask people questions? Hey, you've done this thing that most people don't really like. I'm gonna hear you out. Why have you done it? Oh, that's why. Okay, these are the steps we're gonna take to not do that thing again. Obviously, it's not gonna be that simple. I think if we actually took time, sorry for shouting, actually no, I'm not. I'm frustrated, okay? I am frustrated. I've cried, I've been angry, I've been upset, I've been happy, whatever. I've done it all, but this is like the underlying thing. We need to stop making things taboo. It is censorship. It's fascism. I don't care. I'm making sense to me. I don't like, some of you are gonna get it, some of you are not, and that's not really my problem, okay? No offense. I love everyone watching this, whoever you are. Like, for example, I was talking to my friends, multiple of my friends actually, one of them individually, and then I had a group of my female friends I was talking to the other day about experiences that I have personally gone through that have probably changed me forever. And initially I thought, this is it, I just have to die. But I realized I don't have to die, because we should probably stop making things taboo. Now, the act of not making something taboo does not equate to or is synonymous with like accepting that it's okay. No one is saying the bad thing shouldn't be labeled as bad. That's not what this is. There is a difference between labeling something as bad and making something taboo. I do not ever agree with, things like pedophilia, rape, obviously that's just a crime against humanity. What I mean is things that you do to other people, and sexual assault and things like that. You know what, like, you know the obvious evils, okay? But I think we need to stop equating things that are bad or make someone feel bad or terrible, horrific even, to things that are evil and can't be redeemed. Who decides who can be redeemed or not to be redeemed? If you think you are lost and you cannot be redeemed, I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are, I don't know who's gonna watch this. It is okay. You can be saved. And this is not just talking about religiously. Yes, I'm religious, but this is separate to religion. You can be redeemed. You are not worse than anyone else. Of course, say from things like pedophilia, rape, if you've done that, I don't know what to say to you. I think you might actually be too far gone. No, you are. Let me just put that out of the way, because I know there's someone, if they make me. You know I'm not talking about that. Like, what's going on? Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, like, I don't even know if I'm making much sense when I'm saying all of this. Those who will understand me will understand me. I've come to some of my IRL friends to talk about some of these things because I wanted to know if I was going insane. And we weren't always going to agree or disagree on certain things. I just like experiencing and talking and letting my experiences be known. Because I feel like if you keep making something taboo, where do we draw the line? As I was saying, yeah, I was talking to my friends about the topic of cheating. As someone who's been on both sides of it, let me just say that now. I am young. Again, being young is not an excuse for behavior. It is not an excuse. And it is not a justification. It is what it is. That, like, it literally is what it is. You'd be surprised at how many people have been cheated on and or have been the cheater. Like, I think we need to first of all stop making everything taboo. Stop making everything taboo. Like, when I say taboo, what I mean is things that once the bad thing happens, ostracize them, lock them up, throw away the key. We don't talk about it anymore. Things you just don't do. And you'd be surprised because there are so many things we consider mistakes. Not mistakes, let me rephrase that. Because mistakes is kind of giving the impression that I didn't know what was happening, or like the other person didn't know what's happening. Like, in any regard, for any topic ever. Not even mishaps, like a bad experience. Or just, not to euphemize anything, but like, you know what I mean? Like, when a bad experience happens, okay, not the extremes like murder, rape, and pedophilia, for example, okay, when the bad thing happens to you or someone else, whoever it may be, instead of just immediately throwing away the key and trying to have them have this like cloud of shame, like the way I visualize it is like this stinky, like fart looking cloud of shame that just hovers around you. Like, we need to stop that. Otherwise, they are never going to change and they will never change their behaviors. I'm talking about cheating specifically as someone who was cheated on and who has done it before. And I'm also talking about, I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, because that's the thing. People hear certain like words. It's like the sleeper agent where like they just like, no, we're not going to hear this out. No. Everything must be heard out. You clicked on this video, you have to watch it to the end. This is not a video about justification about lying or cheating or stealing or whatever, like bad things. I'm just saying we need to stop making things taboo. When I was talking about it with my friends, because my friend, he's talking to someone and they aren't together, so technically it wasn't cheating, but you know, this generation, like just throwing around words, whatever, like, oh, this person cheated on me, this person, whatever, okay? I asked him, okay, cool. You are not forced to date her. So why are you still talking to her if you believe that she is this kind of person and you believe this thing to be absolutely unforgivable? He started talking about the concept of her cheating on him as though it was murder. I'm the kind of person who will hear the person out, because not everything is black and white. That is factual. Everything is not black and white. Pardon me. Most things in life are gray areas. I'm going to be completely honest. Most people are gray people, not just bad or good. It is just, people are just people. Why are we like labeling ourselves with these things? Because that's the thing. When you begin to label yourself with something, you internalize it. When you internalize it, you actively start portraying like signs of that thing. For example, like as a kid, my video stopped and that really irritated me, but I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it affect me, because if I let it affect me, I will start crying. So, what was I saying? That's a very good question. What was I saying? Oh yeah, as a kid, I'd be labeled as things like mean, evil, aggressive, things like that, negative words essentially. I'd be labeled as those things. And obviously when you're a kid, you absorb literally like everything told to you, especially if it's about you. Like if someone keeps saying you are this thing, I'm a kid, of course I'm going to believe I'm that thing. I don't even know what a fucking carrot is. Like, I'm going to believe whatever you tell me. So I'm then going to, of course, like start displaying behaviors of someone who is actually evil, or whoever, or who's actually mean, aggressive. Oh, but I've been labeled as that thing my whole life. Of course I'm going to be like that. That doesn't mean you should keep on doing it, by the way. I'm not here to be like, oh, because this happened to me as a kid, I'm going to keep doing it. No. The fact is, if something happens to you as a kid, like, your brain's going to absorb it. That's just one example. That carries on into adult life, by the way. I'm not saying like, oh, because it happened to you as a kid, in adult life, continue it. That's no. My point is, if you label anyone at any age as that thing for a long period of time, or a period of time at all, then I'm sorry, they're going to start displaying more of those behaviors because they've never been given the chance to change. Why are we so, not even we, why is everyone else? Actually, no. Why are we? Because I'm not going to act like I'm perfect. I used to also like hold the belief that, oh, and again, it's because of society and like people being like, okay, this is bad, guys. Don't do this. If anyone does this, ostracize them. Terrible people. Beyond savior. Like, in the bin. Get to the gulag. Like, I was taught that I had to unlearn that. Quite recently, I've had to unlearn that. And I feel like everyone is so fucking afraid. Sorry for cursing. I really don't like cursing, guys. Believe, I really don't like cursing. Everyone is so fucking afraid of change. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with everyone? Why are people like this? Why is everything so sanitized, censored? Oh my gosh, guys. Like, why do people like pointing fingers so much? I've come to realize it this past few months. People love to fucking point fingers. Most people in this world are hypocrites. Most people in this world are over dramatic and they're very hypocritical. They're not willing to like understand that change is possible. And change is good. I was actually talking to my other friend. I've been talking to a lot of my friends recently. I was talking to him about this, and he has the same viewpoint as me. How like people would rather have someone be thrown away, not given any second chances, or even heard out. No one is saying you need to forgive these people if they've done you wrong. Friendship, relationship, family, like no matter what it is, no one is saying you need to forgive them. I think people hear, oh, hear them out equals forgiveness. No, forgiveness is up to the person who has been done dirty, or who feels like they've been done dirty. That's just the fact of the matter. If I've been done dirty, I don't have to forgive I don't have to forgive that person. And I'm not saying they deserve to be heard out. What I'm saying is, as you know, I kind of look-y do. Okay, no one deserves anything. It's all up to you. However, I'm just saying, shoot me here, okay? I'm just saying, maybe if we heard a few more people out on why they do certain things, they probably wouldn't do it again. Like, this is not even talking about rehabilitation. This is literally about hearing them out. Do you know how many people don't get heard out? Like, I was talking to my friend. I told him I'd spoken to a group of people, almost like a pseudo kind of psychological study, completely ethical, guys, like nothing happened. But like I was, I guess, conducting something, and in my head I was like, okay, I want to test this thing out, because I had this theory. Again, it was just a theory. I hoped I could be proven wrong. Unfortunately, I wasn't. I had this theory that like most people would rather someone be labeled bad, so someone who is bad continue to do those bad things, be shunned for the rest of their life or social life, whatever, instead of letting them change, especially at younger ages. Because with this, I noticed the older people gave a bit like different, not even joking, my phone ran out of storage. If it does that again, I don't think I will continue this video. Actually, I really want to. I'm going to try my best. Yeah, so the study I conducted ethically, I don't know, like I was asking questions, okay, and it was between a mix of young and old people, like 30s onwards. I'd say old 30s onwards. I'm 19, so like I'm not saying 30-year-old you're turning to dust, but you know what I mean. So I was asking them questions. I was like, okay, let's have this person who's done the bad thing. I just said stealing. I don't know what I said, something bad that isn't like heinous, like murder. That's obviously and I was like, okay guys, do you think this bad person, do you think this person is bad, first of all? And do you think, if they are labeled as bad, do you think that this bad person, like, should they be given the chance to redeem themselves, atone in whatever way that they want, or the victim wants, whatever it is? Do you think they deserve to atone themselves, or have the chance to atone themselves? Do you think they have the chance to change? Or would you rather the person just stay labeled as the bad person, and no one speak to them, no one interact with them, no one try and question what the fuck happened or what went wrong? What do you guys think? Like, and I don't know the exact percentages, but let me just say this. Those who are about 24, 21 and under, like I say between ages 17 to 24, I'll say, they had the impression, like almost all of them had the impression that, okay, yeah, this bad person should be labeled as bad forever. And, well, they didn't literally say forever, but verbatim, but that's pretty much what they were saying. They call them a bad person, and that they should be, like, they don't deserve any sympathy, empathy, whatever it is, questioning, understanding. Again, this is not asking about, do you forgive them? This is just about, do you think they should even have the chance to atone? This is not about, you can atone for yourself without, like, getting forgiveness or grace and stuff. Like, these are two different things. And when I explain this to people, they're singing a different tune. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, actually, no, I do agree with you. Like, I thought it was common sense, guys. But it doesn't matter. Like, I don't mean that in a shady way, like, oh, you should have known this. I myself, I'm learning new things every single day. I digress. People, and these younger people, like, they wanted this person stopped away, never spoken to again, like, not seeing the day of light, whatever, not literally thrown in jail, but, like, they wouldn't be given a second chance. And I asked them, why do you think that? Why do you think that's okay? And they were like, oh, well, they should have known what they were doing. They did the bad thing. The bad thing. The taboo thing, basically. They did the bad thing. They knew it was bad. Why would you do if it was bad? You need to suffer the consequences. Karma's gonna get you. Da, 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 da. You don't deserve this. I'm like, oh, deserve. I really don't like that word deserve. I think I'm gonna make a whole different video on that. I really do not like the word deserve. It really, it does something to me that I don't like. And yeah, they were very much really packing it down. And I'm like, how many bad things have you done in your life? They start listing of things that they would consider bad. Oh, no, but I've changed. Oh. So you can change, but this person can't. I was saying this to my male friend as well, the one who was talking to this girl and thought she cheated, whatever the fuck. So you get to change, but she can't. How perfect do you think you are? By what metric is someone bad? What makes a person good? All of a sudden, stuttering. All of a sudden, they're not trying to like answer. Now, the older people, as in when I say older people, hold on, that was hair in my mouth. The older people, those age, like I say 26 onwards, 30 onwards. Again, these are not actual old people, but by this days, like, you know what I mean. More matured people with their frontal lobes developed. They were saying something quite different. They were saying how they'd much rather see the person attempt to do good instead of already assuming they will be bad for the rest of their lives. Especially those getting to their middle ages. So much wisdom. I can't lie. Some older people, they give me hope that the world, but then it makes me sad because they're going to die soon. Like, that's, either way, I digress. Like, how do I put this? They were very much, not even necessarily more forgiving. Some of them were, but not even necessarily more forgiving. It's more that they were more willing to hear the person out because they themselves have gone through so much. That's why in the older people, they're a lot more open to listening to things because they themselves, they've gone through so much in life. When you've gone through so much in life, when you've been on this earth for so long, no matter where you are, age comes with experience and wisdom. I'm sorry, guys. I obviously, I'm not saying that all old people are wisdom. I'm not saying all old people deserve respect. Obviously, respect is earned to an extent. I think we should all be kind to each other. However, they were being a lot more, oh, like, I've been through this thing. I'm gonna have empathy. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going through so much at such a young age. I feel old and I'm ready to end my life. Not in a suicidal way. I literally mean, like, I feel like, I'm not saying I've gone through everything. I know I haven't. And I'm ready to experience more. But there was a time very recently where I thought, hey, I don't want to experience anything else. Should I just lobotomize myself? Is this the end? Because, like, why am I going through so much? And this is very I, like, oh my gosh, so young and dramatic, get over it. I will, and you're right, I will. This video is actually getting quite long, and my phone storage is not on my side, so I might have to make a new video. I really like this setup. I don't know, like, it's stuck to a mirror. Hold on. But yeah, I noticed the older people who've gone through, and not even the older people, some of the younger people who were a bit more forgiving. It's because when I ask them, oh, like, how come you have this viewpoint? It's quite different to your peers. They're telling me, oh, it's because I've gone through something like that myself. I've had to unlearn those things myself. I've had to go through the thing in order to show signs of empathy towards someone, because empathy means you've gone through the thing, you can understand someone else. A lot of people lack empathy, thus they lack sympathy. I think it should go attempting sympathy and then ultimately empathizing. That's the viewpoint I have. I'm going to try to wrap this up soon because I'm very scared that my phone is literally going to either die or my storage is going to, like, die on me. But, like, I think we need to, like, taboo, like, labeling things as taboo, censorship, infamy, fascism, they're all linked together. Narcissism, it's all linked together. Again, I think I'm going to make another video because I'm scared this is going to run out. But it's been on my mind. It's been really getting to me because it's really making me think, because I've made some very, I will say that they're pretty bad mistakes. There were absolutely reasons as to why I did them. Absolutely explanations as to why I did them. It doesn't make it okay or good or acceptable, whatever. There are reasons nonetheless. And the person who I've done these things to has also done things to me, but I never once looked at them from a perspective of hatred or whatever, like those kind of things. I'm not going to say that I've done that because I haven't. And I was like, why are they not doing the same for me? But then it's like, number one, they don't have to. No one owes me anything. But also, because we're all at different stages in our life, when we're understanding the concept of empathy, sympathy, age, wisdom, experience, and not labeling things as taboo. Because I'm a very non-judgmental person in the sense that I don't really label many things as taboo. If you've done this thing, you feel, I really do not like the feeling of shame. There's healthy guilt. I was watching this video, I forgot his name. I'll try to find it, link it somewhere. He was talking about the concept of healthy and unhealthy guilt. And that really shook something for me, because anytime I've heard the word guilt, it's always linked to the word shame, and they're two different things. And I don't think enough people understand that these are two completely different things. Unhealthy guilt, three different things. Unhealthy and healthy guilt and shame. Shame is something I really don't like that humans have to feel. Again, away from extremities such as rape, pedophilia, like all of that stuff. Shame is just not a good thing to have. I don't really like that people have to feel like that. I don't like that I had to feel like that, especially for things that I haven't done, but that's a whole different topic. Anyways, out of fear that this video is gonna like die because of storage, hopefully this made sense. And I feel a lot better getting this out, because I was feeling so much shame for things I haven't done. Like, why am I doing this with my hands? Like, oh, I don't know. But anyways, I love you, and never feel shame for anything. Of course, unless you've done the extremities, then you might actually be too far gone. But yeah, you are worthy. You are okay. You will be fine. This is not the end, especially if you're young. I'm not even 2 decades old. Like, you will be okay. Do not let anyone tell you you won't be okay, because I had to try. Someone tried to tell me that I was too far gone, essentially. They won't explicitly say it, but you can pretty much tell that's what they're trying to say. Either way, I think I'll probably make another video tomorrow. So if you see the same outfit, same background, do not be judging me.